Boardwalk School of Economics, the right choice.
Greetings once again. This is the Reverend Dr. Claud A. Sinclair. Greetings. What I talk about are real things that affect our real lives. So we're going to go on a journey. And the beauty about the podcast is that if I say something that gets to you under your skin and clashes with your cognitive dissonance and what you've been trained or indoctrinated with, it's time that we take a critical, analytical look at the way we live our lives and what we believe in, based upon reality. So we're going to take that journey and the process, the learning curve, just like I had to go through to come to a different realization. We're going to take that walk. So we need to examine the things that we've been indoctrinated with in our lives. And this is my call to action. And may we dwell in peace and prosperity and wisdom together through unity of purpose. Not faith or belief, but unity of purpose. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. If you believe it, let's create an action plan around it. Or belief by itself is like hope. We're going to talk about that a little bit. You can also reach me and see more at www.powerthroughnunity.org or www.boardwalklifeplan.com. All right. We want to prepare you and your child for economic life and much more. We want you to regain your passion for life. And we're all at different stages of life, and some of us got it going on, and some of us wish we had it going on. But at each stage of life, we want to take it to another level. So don't get comfortable where you are. Some people think they know it all, they got it all, everything is good. You want to take it to another level with a new understanding. Boardwalk School of Economics is now open for only $19.99 per month. Come on. People pay $40,000, $50,000, $100,000 a year. Now, I don't have the infrastructure and the overhead. I'm just giving you straight knowledge. So you can become self-sufficient. As a community, we become more productive. We want to plant seeds in our lives so we can plant seeds in others, so we can change our current situation and our destiny. Why is a budget so important? Fundamental things. You make that budget your friend. And I've just created a 12-month calendar that take us through the stages of budgeting and a lesson every month that deals with the creation, accumulation, and preservation of wealth. A beautiful thing. So just go to the website, put your information in. You want to get started with the Rites of Passage program. That's the initial gateway. So that way we can grow together. We know the same thing. So we ain't got to trust each other. We know for a fact that things are being done properly. Boardwalk School of Economics is now up and running. And you enroll, the program goes in line with the calendar that you have, and each month we have a different lesson. And within that, we have a different lesson. There's a lesson in the University in Your Home program, a Rites of Passage program, part of the Boardwalk School of Economics, sponsored by the law office of Claud A. Sinclair. The things we end up in court about and dispute about are things that shouldn't even happen because we don't know what we don't know. And the thing about it is that when you get the right information, you don't even have enough information to process that information to make have a spirit of discernment in that area. So we're really at ground floor. So let go of the ego. A lot of us have the egos, whether it's based upon racial indoctrination or whatever the case may be. But knowledge is knowledge. Earn income while you learn. There's also an earn income component where once you get your knowledge and work on yourself, you're going to say, hey, I can be a blessing to others. And I may create a compensation schedule so that now you can be a blessing to yourself and others by helping to transform our communities, our individuals, communities, and nation. Right? So take this journey, sit back, get a cup of tea, coffee, Java, and just relax. because Boardwalk School of Economics is now up and running. You got to get that education. You got to get a new form of knowledge. And when you graduate high school and even before you go to college, take the curriculum. It's an 18-month curriculum designed to get your mind right and give you a proper perspective on life. So if I had the knowledge when I was 18 years old, if I had the knowledge that I had now, what a different world it would be. And if those around me had this knowledge, then there would be representation on the stock exchanges of the world. Indeed. Right, let's talk a little bit. Let's talk about and some of you who may put yourself on my email list. I have lots of content and information, especially enroll in the school. Go to the website, powerthroughunity.org. Rites of Passage program, $99. It takes money for me to get this message out and also to be able to make money while I'm sitting here educating people. Let me tell you something. We can make billions of dollars and thousands of new millionaires a year just by humbling ourselves and doing something different. Everybody's been motivational speakers blowing blue smoke your way, go to church blowing blue smoke. Come on now. Invest in yourself. Let's learn something new. Let's learn something different. Let's learn that which has been held from us. But let's put our flavor on it. Let's put our flavor on it. And one of the things that we've been overlooking in our community are the 7 principles of renewal. The 7 principles of renewal, which is the principles of Kwanzaa. We just talk about stuff. See, that's the difference between talking about stuff and doing stuff. Now, this is a roadmap. And this principle within my organizational structure, we're going to embrace these 7 principles of renewal. There's the practicing of these 7 principles in our lives that will be transformative. This new year and beyond, let us make these 7 principles a way of life, starting in this year, 2020. Principle 1 is umoja, unity. Unity is a powerful thing. Unity is you just think about it. Just sit there and meditate on unity. And this program is based upon unity. Now we have principle 2. It's Kuji Chagalia, which means self-determination. You have to be a self-starter. You have to motivate yourself. No one should have to tell you what you need to do, because when they tell you to, I already know that. We should already know that, people, right? If we know it, we wouldn't be at the bottom of the social political ladder. We're the richest group of people on the planet. 9th, as a nation behind the state of California's budget. Come on. Principle 3 is Ujima, collective work and responsibility. Talk to a lot of people, can't do nothing with black folks who can't work together. Well, you're the problem then, because right out the gate, and you tell somebody, hey, I'm going to try to do something to bring our community together economically so we can start reducing the homeless poverty rate, crime rate, and then abolish the prison system. Collective work and responsibility. We're allowing slavery to exist within our communities, in our nation. Slavery. It has to be abolished, because some folks need to be locked up. Word on that. But we have people there have done smoking weed. And they even pass a law now in most of the states that's not a crime. We have non-violent offenses locked up behind bars because of they want their work, their labor. That's a crime. Then they pass the amendment. Is that the 13th Amendment? That they can enslave you through the back door. That gap, that loophole needs to be removed. Slavery needs to be abolished. And I talk to people, you listen to them about the prison system. They need to change this and change that. No, you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. It needs to be abolished. Slavery, the prison system as we know it needs to be abolished. And if we work on this program, then we won't raise individuals who believe that they need to commit a crime. And we make sure the state does not criminalize walking on the sidewalk. Oh, this day we walk on this side, and the next day we walk on that side. If you walk on the wrong side of the street, we're going to put you in jail. Or just rolling up. This one gentleman, older gentleman, was telling me a story. He said as a child one day, he was in one of them southern states, I believe, can't remember exactly. He said he was in California, I think walking down the street, and a police officer rolled up next to him and said, "Hey, do you have a criminal record?" Didn't ask his name or ask him. He said, "Hey, do you have a criminal record?" "No." "Get in the car. You got one now." And then the sister, Alexander, who wrote the book, and we're going to go through that book, just the abnormal rate of incarcerating young black men. And now when I've had a conversation with people and they ask me, we talked for a while, hey, I believe I was walking my dog one day, and this black man said, "Hey man, how you get to this point in your life, walking your dog in the park, and you never had a criminal record or anything like that? How did that happen?" It's like, wow. Yo, bro, just being responsible, living a responsible life, getting an education, doing what my mama told me to do. You know what I'm saying? Staying out of harm's way. He thought that was a fascinating thing, a brother without a criminal record. And a lot of people, I remember one time, and after the fact, it hits you. You know what I'm saying? After the fact, it's like, wait a minute, that was a racial moment, right? I think I was at the hospital one day, and this person was asking me questions, the VA hospital. This person asked me, have you ever been in jail? And I'm like, I wasn't trying to be hostile. I thought it was peculiar. What that got to do with me being here? Asking me that. It was an Asian guy. I'm not trying to, at that particular day. I'm like, then afterwards, later, I'm like, what the heck was that about? So people got this image of it, but that ain't got nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? People they had a Halloween thing. Only had a black lantern with red lips on it, and it's kind of funny, but that shouldn't bother you. We need to have a different mission, a different movement, and I want this to spread through our churches. We need to have a group of intellectual, God-fearing, business-minded people leading the flock. When you have churches, you got one block radius, so you got 5 churches. That's like tribalism. That's how it was. They were able to come in so easy and take us over because we were divided as a people. And we've done the same thing, that we cannot organize ourselves. And within that community, you got 2 liquor stores by each one of the churches, and the community is in disrepair. But every few blocks, you got this one church that's just beautiful. But these successful black folks that go to this church they've been miseducated because they don't have the mindset to say, hey, let's create an economic plan within our communities. On each block, there's a block club that monitors the well-being of the community. It's supposed to be. So, we need to rethink this. We got all this educated people within our communities, but we're not working together. Talented individuals, but everybody got their own plan and program and don't want to hear nothing else. Just like the churches. You know what I'm saying? Every church had their own little flavor, and they gangbanging against the other churches. And then we want to know why our kids gangbang. Because they learned it from their parents. The government gangbangs. Come on now. Principle 4 is Ujamaa. Ujamaa. I may not be pronouncing this stuff correctly, but